make sure my capital is intact. Nothing happens to my capital. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome back. I am so excited for this episode. Why? Because you guys have been on my neck. You guys have been asking questions. Tell me about financial growth. Tell me about, the stock market. How can I start as a beginner? And this video is solely to put you through, explain in simple English, and also get you started. So it's for beginners. Now get in here. Sit down. Are you ready? Okay, so when we talk about company shares, I'm going to streamline this to the Nigerian, stock exchange market, right? Now, when you talk about company share simply means owning a portion of a particular company. So we have different companies, right? For example, telecom, you guys use different network, MTN, Heltel, Glo network, and so on and so forth. These are companies, right? And then for some other persons, when it comes to like deodorant, cologne, you use Bulgari, you use Explore, you use all of those stuff. You like different companies. Now, what a company share simply means owning a portion of the company. And this is where it gets interesting. An ordinary citizen like you gets the opportunity to actually own one of your favorite companies. Now, when we look at these companies are divided into sectors, right? We have the finance sector, we have the tech sector, we have the educational sector, we have the power sector, and so on and so forth. That's how these things are divided. Now, you look for companies that are doing really well, you buy their shares. When you buy their shares, it means you are owning a portion of the company. Now, this is where it gets interesting. Two things that you get from owning company shares. The first one is capital appreciation. So, after a period of time, these shares, for example, say you buy a particular share for 50 naira, right? Over 2 years, sometimes within 6 months, that 50 naira can go as high as 150. That's more than 100% in profit already. That's capital appreciation, right? So the initial price goes up. You see the difference now. Now the second part of it is dividend. You get dividend as an investor. You get dividend as, a shareholder, right? Now, there are some companies who do not outrightly start giving out dividend to their shareholders. And then there are some that give dividend to their shareholders. So one of the key things when it comes to investing in stocks that I like to tell people is you need to do your research. Do your research. Like for some companies, they give you dividend quarterly. Some give you only once in a year. Some, twice in a year. Each company differ, so you want to know the system that runs in that particular company before you buy their shares, right? Now, if you're a beginner and you're looking like long term, you want to, invest for long, you want to buy shares for long. So I remember sometime around I think 2015, it's been like back. MTN shares were selling for 100 naira, and at the time there was the public offer calling citizens, calling people to come and buy. So what the company does basically is just share their vision with you and tell you that, okay, this is what I want to do, this is what we're going to use your money for, and then in turn ask you to buy shares. So when you buy shares, they use that money, pour it into the business, do great things with it, and in return give you dividend. And if the company is growing pretty well, you also have capital appreciation. So that's how it works basically. I remember buying MTN for the first time at about 400 naira. And right now, MTN is selling for 800, right? And then I also, one of the companies that actually made my portfolio very robust was, Holy Spirit, help me. It just flew off my head. Oh God, help me. Okay, it was a bank share actually. So when it came out, it was listed for 9 naira. I bought it at 9 naira and I bought about 10,000 of it. And was it 10,000 or 1,000? I think it was 10,000. I really do not remember. Yeah, it was 10,000. By the next 6 months, from 9 naira, it was doing 18 naira. That's double, right? And it just blew my mind. I think that was one of the reasons why I really went into investing. So what am I trying to say? you need to do your research about this company. Some companies have potential. Some companies have gotten to their max. Like, for example, we have Airtel, for example, in Nigeria. Airtel is a telecom, MTN also. Now, when you look at Airtel and look at MTN, Airtel is currently selling for more than 2,000 naira, and MTN is selling currently for like 800 naira, right? What I do is I look at companies that are, you know, aspiring, they are coming up, right? And then I go for those ones, because Airtel will probably not make me 100% again, because it has gotten to where it wants to get to, right? Or if it will go higher, maybe it will take a period of time, right? So I say all this to say that one of the smart things you can do for yourself is invest in company shares, invest in, you know, the Nigerian stocks. Just check out the different companies. Also decide on what sector, right? That's one of the ways to actually divide your portfolio, right? There's something called, you know, your portfolio. You want to know how much goes to which sector, that sector, that sector, that sector. Anyways, many of you know that I have a proper tutorial on this particular course, and if you ring me up after watching this video, I'm going to be giving you a 60% off. So you're going to be paying 40% of the original price for my tutorial. That in that tutorial, you're going to see step by step, you know, what app to use to get your shares, how to fund your app, how to secure it to avoid fraud, or, you know, all those things. So just hit me up. There's going to be a link in this, you know, down in the description. When you click on that link, it gives you access to actually purchase the course, right? So please do well to, like, if you know you want to go further. And these things are actually very easy. If you do your research, you can easily just buy from any of the banks, or maybe any of the hub. But if you want like a detailed tutorial and mentorship, then you get that by purchasing my tutorial, right? So this is to say, also I also want to add that you don't need to have like so much money before you actually do these things. If you can be committed to giving a certain amount of money, say you just want to be disciplined, and then you're giving 10,000 naira every month into your account, that makes sense, because we have several shares that you can buy for less than 10 naira. Yes, for example, you have Tantalizer currently selling around 4 naira. You have ICO, it's an insurance company, currently selling at around 5 naira. So there are very quality ones, like the I think Fidelity Bank, yeah, the bank I was talking about that gave me so much, yeah, that particular one is also around maybe 23 naira right now. So you can just buy these things and keep stacking it. Another thing to note when you're thinking about shares again is your risk appetite. Don't, you know, we all have different risk appetites. Like, some people don't mind, they are high risk investors, they want high profits, so they don't mind if the capital blows off at the end of the day. While there are some people like us that likes it medium. Just make sure my capital is intact, nothing happens to my capital. I don't mind, you know, low interest rate or like low profit on it. Do you understand? And then there are some persons who actually do day in, day out. This is what they do full time. Buy a particular stock in the morning and then wait till the close of the day to sell it, and, you know, they make profit. They do the same thing every day. So you gotta decide what you want to do exactly. You gotta decide what you want. If it's investment, if it's long term, then you want to just keep stacking it and also know when to sell. Well, I have all of this covered step by step in video tutorial in my tutorial. Okay. Just make sure that you use the link below, hit me up, and I will get you on board. So I hope this has been detailed enough to get you started, right? Someone had spoken about financial growth. So something else I do aside from investing in stocks is by doing real estate, buy farmland, buy properties, you know. Land would always appreciate. That's one thing for sure. So you can be sure that if you buy in the right location and you buy from the best company, then you can be sure that, you know, over time you'll be able to probably sell that property or build on it, give it out, get rent, or sell it, get your money, something like that. And I use Go Realty for all my real estate, whatever. They are situated in Lagos and also at Ibadan. You have a walk-in office. We are available for inspection. If you need more information about, owning your own plot of land, please reach out to me. For as low as 100,000 naira deposits, you can own a plot of land and spread payments within 6 to 12 days. Also, they have a very beautiful initiative that just started. It is called the Female Landlord. The Female Landlord is designed for women, and I love that's why we have this platform, purely designed for women to own purposes. So we make it, make payments very easy for you. So if you would like to know more about that, hit me up. We gotta talk. All right, I'm bringing this episode to a close. I hope it has blessed you. I hope that you're able to put one or two things together. And I will be signing out. Bye, guys.